Okay, welcome back once again to another A to Z guide. This one is going to be Kukulkan. Now, Kukulkan used to be known as Ao Kwang. His kit stayed pretty much the same when he transferred over to Kukulkan. He's a mid lane mage with a lot of a lot of damage potential on him, but it's very difficult to confirm his damage for the most part because you have to make them step into the whirlwind / tornado, whatever the skill name's called. I'll tell you when we get in game. But what you're looking to do with Kukulkan is you generally a mid to late game mage. Honestly, your early game is all about farming and getting your itemization online, and you'll understand that when we get into the game and I talk through the god's abilities, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about there with him. So we'll have a little look at Kukulkan here and talk through what he's going to do. Don't necessarily follow my itemization build. Itemization builds will always change as time goes on. But I'm just going to start off with this, I think, this time around. This sounds like a plan. Now, one thing you'll learn about Kukulkan is his mana cost is quite on the high side of things as well, so you'll have to get used to that going forward. Now, let's look through his abilities. First of all, Power of the Wind Jewel increases magic power by 5% of maximum mana. Now, what that generally means is you'll see extra mana coming out onto him, so extra power onto him based off his itemization. So what you're really looking to do with his itemization is make sure you build towards those sort of items that will help you out. I'm just going to quickly check everything's okay on my scene because something seems a bit off at the moment. Let's check. There we go. I think that's fixed it a little bit. Apologies for that. So yeah, what you'll be able to see is Kukulkan's passive will just constantly go up. You won't be looking to itemize into sort of items that will give you mana as time goes on. So this is what the early game is all about, is getting those items that will give you mana going forward or give you stacking mana. Book of Thoth, a very good item on him as well. First ability is going to be Zephyr. We generally max this 1 second. And what it is, it's a nuke in an area in front of you. It's a line skill shot. You'll see me put points into that second. And it slows the target that it hits for up to 50% slow for 3 seconds. It's a great ability. It does decent damage and does a bit of an AoE. What we will be taking first, though, is going to be Whirlwind. Now, Whirlwind is your bread and butter ability, and you can see it there. And when you drop it in an area, it'll stay in the area for a considerable amount of time. Any creeps that go in it, all players will get the little whirlwind ticks on them there that you can see on your screen. It'll slowly deal damage to them and bring them down. That's your bread and butter ability for clearing the wave out. And you don't really have to be in the wave for it to clear, but for the early game, you generally need to be, just to make sure you can auto-attack them and use down, because it won't kill them fully on the very first wave. Poke him down a little bit there. Put a point to my 1 now. He's going to back away as he's already cleared the wave. It's all good stuff. Now, for the most part with Kukulkan in mid, you can kill if people get out of position, but you're risking it. You might as well just play safe, look to farm up. I'm going to be against an Anubis in this game. And against Anubis, he has it all in potential against me, so I've just got to watch my position for the most part. Not eat too much poke. You want to be trying to make sure your whirlwind hits all the creeps. Don't be scared to throw out a spit at the front line creeps to cause some issues for them. I'm going to get caught out of position here now because I'm too busy talking. Ah, he missed his wrap. That's good news. Now, as you can see, the spit will hit multiple targets. Now, your third ability is called Zephyr, but I like calling it Spit. Slipstream is his other ability. It's just a small movement speed buff for a few seconds. It also does, though, remove slows. So if you do get caught in a slow, you can actually ignore that for the most part. There's the all-in attention from him coming out again. You can see how I spat in his face once more. And now that I've got a little bit more damage on mine, this mini wave's a bit easier to clear up for the time being as well now. Just gonna try and stack these. No, I'm still gonna drop to the tower anyway. The last ability to talk about, which is pretty simple, is Spirit of the Nine Winds. It's a line nuke that goes a great amount of distance, honestly. A long, long way in terms of distance. Okay, here we go again. We just use our 2 to speed ourselves up here. Spit in his face as well. Notice how I still cleared the wave. Now you see how I used my 2 then to actually avoid the slow that was coming out. Now mana cost is one issue that you're going to have with Kukulkan because his abilities do generally cost a lot of mana and his mana pool is quite low. So you'll see me play this very, very safely. But as the slow came out from Nemesis there, I just abused the situation. Whole wave's down, and there's me level 5. And you can level 5. You can see my ultimate. The maximum length of it is absolutely monstrous here. So you can fire this one off. It is quite slow casting, so you have to position it very well. And it's one of his major damaging abilities, so you've got to be very, very careful overall.
Enemy missing mid. Be careful, right?
I'm just going to get mid camps before I look to go back to base here. I don't want to help middle lane here. Oh. Drop that down and rotate back mid. Now you can see how you can leave the tornado and leave and still get experience from it, so... Now also with the ultimate as well, you'll also find out that it also does a lot. With the ultimate as well, it also does a big knock-up that causes a lot of issues as well for the enemy team. So you can use this knock-up to disengage if you do get yourself caught in a bad position. This time round, I'm going to play this game pretty safe actually. I'm not going to go too crazy. Like I said though, don't necessarily copy my item build. Your item build will change based off the situation. Things will change in items. I think we may see some good old banter in chat this game, by the way this one's going. So constantly looking to farm for the most part in this game. I didn't want to really drop my 3 just then because it's not worth dropping my whirlwind there for 3 creeps, but I can do it on this wave here. You can see now that you've got a little bit more itemization online, you'll clear this wave out a little bit quicker and they'll pretty much die on their own. And you're just going to look to farm after you've pushed out the wave. Constantly farming up. Looking for back harpies, yada yada yada. Same old mid sort of shenanigans that you expect to see going on. Try not to use your 1 too much to help you clear the wave, just because it costs mana, you know, and mana's a big issue with Kukulkan in the early game. Just looking to farm up really. I will rotate after this wave here because there's not much else for me to really do here. As long as I hit all those creeps, you can see if you don't position your whirlwind correctly, they'll be out of position. It'll cause you a lot of issues. I'm going to rotate now though, I'm going to be back in mid. He knows where I'm going though, so I'm going to just go watch myself here. My red buff is up here, so I'm just going to drop my red instead. Now you see how I'm actually tanking this right inside the whirlwind to keep him in it. The longer you keep him in the whirlwind, the more damage it'll do, obviously. And I'm not losing any farming mid just yet. I'm going to have to go back the safe way in case he comes around. I'll pop my 2 together a little bit quicker so I don't lose 1 or 2 creeps, hopefully, this time round. Just make sure you drop on the front side. So still continuing to farm up. Bless him with those wraps. Now he's wraps on cooldown, I can kind of go aggressive here. Unless I miss. And he tries to all in me, but I don't really mind that too much. He actually took more poke than I did that time round. Dead experience range.
Enemy missing middle.
I don't have anything else to really follow up with that. Maybe Nisha can clear that. Or not. I could be in a lot of trouble here now, actually. Maybe Ymir can save me. Hero Ymir, please. Gonna slow that guy down if I can. I think I'm dead here. I am, because even Rama rotated over as well. It's not the best game of the day for me to start off with. I apologise. I literally have woke up and I've just played this one. It's not a good showing of the young man. Now do you see how I did hit my ultimate? The ultimate does a lot of damage, but landing it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. You've just got to position it and time it. It is quite slow moving, as you could see. I didn't really want to go into that fight, but I kind of had to. I called him missing a little bit late on the mid lane, honestly, but they should have been a bit more aware of it. So my teammate's going to die there too. Now your mid fight is pretty strong, actually, for the most part. You drop a well-put right and then cause a lot of issues for them too. I'm not looking to get picked here. I'm just going to look to farm up, play safe. Let's not take unnecessary damage, if at all possible. Continue farming up. Obviously, itemization build, like I said, might be different for you guys when you play him. I go blink because I like to reposition. I can turn that to combat blink later on. You can also use it aggressively as well as defensively as well. They're looking to camp me in mid lane here, but I'm not too worried about it.
Be careful.
I'm more prioritizing on farm here more than anything else. As is the whole of my team coming here to soak my whole wave of experience. Thank God I'm not stacking just yet. Clear that creep, please. Thank you.
Toward the Gold Fury.
Your left tower.
Enemies at the Gold Fury.
Cancel that.
Up against an Anubis, you can see his push power is obviously the strongest man, but you can see our minions will pretty much die to that already, so we don't get any push power. Kukulkan's very good on defense in terms of people can't really push against him unless they kill him. You have to kill him to really get the push power on. Just gonna get some tornado damage off there for free. Actually, some of it's reflected back. They're going aggressive in the mid lane here. I'm gonna have to come around and support maybe. There we go. Just gonna reposition myself again. My tornado didn't really do that much in that fight. I blinked in then to try and get involved in the fight a little bit more. I don't think I really needed to, honestly. But the main thing is I'm still farming up this mid wave, and Rama's doing good rotations. I've got to watch out for these Rama rotations. They could really punish me quite a little bit. So you can see how I can drop a 3 there now. That wave will actually die now. I can already move on, push the wave out, rotate for farm again. Back harpies are up. Ymir's going to be here. Farm these up with Ymir. Constantly looking for farm as much as possible. Ymir being here. Hopefully he'll help me with them. Yeah, good lad. We can drop the red buff down too. Easy game, easy life, get my red buff. Big camp's coming up, I'm a little bit low on mana, so I've just got to watch myself here a little bit. I need to farm up this mid wave, otherwise I'm going to lose at the tower. I'll drop that now, because they'll die to the... They'll die there as that goes on.
No one out of mana. Your middle tower is out of mana.
He's going aggressive. Out of mana. I just told him I'm out of mana. There was nothing I could really do there. Just got to play this safe for the time. They're going to go for mid camps. Oh wow. Well, at least I got mid camps. Oh, we're not going to get out of this one, I don't think, because everyone's rotated. And we'll go down. Never mind, Hindu mans. You can see that as I was screaming out of mana, the reason being is mana is an issue. 150 mana cost. You don't have the highest mana pool at the moment. Oh, that's unfortunate from the Nija. I don't mind the situation I'm in right now, even though I'm a little bit behind in terms of gold right now. You can see that my itemization build is fine for the situation I'm in. I'm level 12, Anubis level 11, so I'm actually ahead on him, just because I'm farming. I'm just focusing on farm for the most part in this game. Just looking to hunt the farm for the most part. As I said, the early game, you can hit an ultimate fine, you can make them fall into get them in a whirlwind if you're lucky and bring them down, but if you don't manage to do that, then there's not a whole lot you can really do. People have to stand still. I guess an Anubis it's not that bad though. If you can get Anubis, it's not all bad news. And that should actually kill him. There we go. Nija's probably going to get the kill for that, but I did all the work with the spit. I mean, that's your sort of combo you're really looking for there. If you can get lucky with it on a single one, you spit in the face with your Zephyr, and after hitting them with the Zephyr, you're going to deal damage to them with your Tornado, because it can confirm your Tornado damage because you hit them with that. I've cleared this wave out, but I'm going to start this wave off nice and quick. If they've got a brute minion in there, if you spit on it, it will definitely bring it down as well, as you can see. The whole minion wave's dead. I don't need to be here anymore, so I can look at rotating again. Nothing really on the map for me to rotate to, so I'm just going to take back harpies one more time. Over and over again. Pretty simplistic. Farm, 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 farm. Now, whatever mid lane mid you're playing, you're still looking for the same sort of game plan, but some could be a little bit more aggressive than Kukulkan can. You can see that if they do misplay, and against some noobs it's possible.
Be careful, right. Be careful, right.
Just going to warn him about that coming in now. Spit in his face. Yeah. That's how we deal with people like him. With the wave gone, I can look at rotating. But if he spots me, he knows I'm going, so I'm just going to fake this go. You play fake games with them.
Be careful, right. Enemy missing middle.
Okay.
See how I've hit him with the spit, hit him with the tornado. Doesn't do that much damage, but 65 a tick's not that bad. I could potentially go at him here. But I want to clear the wave out still. Mid harpies are coming up. I do want to all in. I'm really tempted to blink on this guy here and try and kill him. I missed. There we go. I've got to be careful because my boy's coming around the back. I'm going to beads that quickly. Ram is up in the sky trying to snipe again. Still getting tick damage. No, I'm in combat. This isn't good. Right, drop tornado. I shouldn't have died then. I tried to make a big play, and that was dumb. I should have just carried on running this way. I would have been fine. What I tried to do is wait for my blink to come off cooldown and jump over the wall to red buff. It was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Tried to be flashy for the game, and it didn't really work out. Flashiness does not always pay off, guys. As shown in example 1. Let's take Link 2 here. Let's do those. Sounds like a good plan. And another ward online as well.
Curses!
So we're not in a terrible spot in this game. We're a little bit behind in goal, but when we look at our late game to theirs, we're definitely the stronger of the two, I feel. Umbats, Nisha, Artemis, and then we're going to have a fed Kukulkan. One thing about, well, hopefully fed Kukulkan, he says. Hopefully, I'm trying to build stacks now. That was a terrible element. Oh, I hit him now.
On my way.
Not hit him? No, I'm useless. I am useless.
Careful, right. Enemies incoming.
Sorry, I didn't hit him either. Damn. Oh, that body block. Good job. Good job, Sylvanas. You helped out the team then.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, this game is crazy. These rotations are hot and tasty. Europeans have learned to play with rotations. I'm so confused. What year is this? I do want to base here, but I do want to stick around in case they need me for the team fight. I've just got to be careful about my position more than anything else. I'm expecting hot, tasty rotations very, very soon. Get a good tornado off, though. Can cause some issues. Uh-oh. I think I missed everything then. Right, back to base we go. It's not worth sticking around anymore. I'm going to get mid-tower as well, so...
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower. Double kill.
Perfection.
Nice job.
Attack the Gold Fury.
Just going to call them to do the Gold Fury here. They're trying to push down mid. It's not a good call to keep going. Hopefully they listen. It looks like Nisha wants to listen, which is good stuff. Umbats looking for speed. I'm going to reset. We've got 2 dead.
On my way. Be careful, middle.
As you can see that just by farming, I'm getting a pretty good situation online.
On my way.
And with tornadoes, you can see that you can either go for zone, they can do great damage to the creeps as well, and pick this up for 3. A nice, easy gold. And that's what happens if you actually hit it over the wall in example 1. You can see the range of it, you can just abuse it. The big thing...
I'm building stacks. Please.
Sorry.
Just get that now. I'm building my stacks up at the moment because the stacks are very important to Kukulkan. I don't like combats what he's just chosen to do. I think he's just sacrificing his life to the devil. I don't think there's anything that way I can save him here. He just jumped into him. No. Rip the Hunbat stream. Rip the Hunbat stream. So if you're really lucky in a fight, what you're looking to do is drop a tornado on them. If you can get the tornado on the head. Sorry, I keep calling it tornado because it used to be. It's whirlwind. My bad. Please, team. I'm building stacks.
I'm building stacks. Please.
Please, team. Why you take all the stacks from me? But yeah, if you could actually land the whirlwind without having to use your Zephyr, you can hit your whirlwind, then Zephyr to keep them in it, and then you could re-drop whirlwind again afterwards, more than likely, if you're lucky enough to keep more damage on. I generally go for the safer option of Zephyr whirlwind, just because you can confirm it a little bit easier. Sorry, Zephyr whirlwind, yeah, I said that right. I wasn't sure I did.
Be careful, left. On my way.
Enemy missing middle. Be careful.
Go check if this camp's up. It's down, but I'm gonna ward now because there's a lot of
No one
craziness
sees
shenanigans going on.
me.
I expect there's a big rotation coming left here. Oh no, they're all still mid. Okay.
Enemies in middle lane!
Be careful left.
Retreat.
As you can see, I'm still focusing on farm, even though they're all overextended. There's no reason for me to turn up there.
Storm.
You're a very backlane mage for the most part.
An ally has been slain.
This fight's just not good. I don't know why they were all over here.
By
I don't know why we're getting pinged right now. Like, there's no reason to get pinged here. You got caught that. Uh-oh, that could cause some issues. I'm just going to beat that, actually. I don't really want to beat that, but I felt like I had to.
Slow down. Serpent.
Use my Zephyr to get immunity, and we can speed ourselves up with it as well if they want to chase through the jungle. Don't know why my team were a bit upset there. It didn't make no sense to me.
retreat.
3 in a row makes the killing spree.
You rock.
Double kill.
I'm supporting where I can. Keep running out of this fight.
Rampage.
Storm strikes.
Double kill.
There we go.
Rock. You rock. Attack middle lane.
With decent positioning, you can get yourself out.
Problem.
Attack fire giant.
It didn't feel like I did a lot, but what I was really doing is just dropping tornadoes in the zones to control them, and then heading over to the right spots.
Ultimate is ready.
I do have a lot of gold here. I do want to go back to base, but they want to do this gold here, which... this fire giant, which is kind of worrying to me. Oops, a daisy. I'm just going to drop this bullet right on it, actually, to help this it down. There we go. Hug? Hug? No, we're not going to hug. Okay. Quick trip back to base, and everything's good as gold.
Perfection.
What do I want to take here? I think I'm just going to go for the safer route here.
You rock.
Go for the safe route, buy some wards. So level 18, second highest in the team. Artemis got pretty fed off that engagement, honestly.
Retreat.
Which is fine by me, because I felt Artemis is always a good thing to have. And you can see in the fights, especially as Kukulkan, if you get picked, you're very squishy. You've got to position yourself very well in the engagements. And that's all I'm trying to do, is stay safe for the most part. Reposition myself again, that was not a good. Throw out that spit, which will cause a few issues. A tornado should get a lot of damage off and probably a kill or two. Still looking for the most part to position safely, stick on the back line. Drop tornadoes when you can, back away. Wait for them to come up. You are waiting for cooldowns the whole time and try to do what you can. Spit in people's faces. That should be a death there, I think. That whirlwind was not good, but it's all fine.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
There we go. Job done.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy phoenix.
Check out the jungle, see if there's any camps to farm. Still back stacked on my top yet, which is unfortunate, but it's all good. We'll take a free red buff though, thank you very much.
Down. Attack the Gold Fury.
They're looking for kills, and we should be getting Gold Fury here. I'm not really going to try and tank this, I'm Kukulkan, but I'll wait for them to come. I'll pull it in agilely. Drop it onto them. Laser beams of death. They're going to all come through that route. I'm going to throw out an ultimate. I don't necessarily think I'll hit. Oh, it was a bad ultimate in the end. I blinked for that. I didn't really need to blink for it, I'll be honest. There was no reason for that blink. I wasn't going to kill a Selvalis from full health with just a whirlwind.
tower. Middle lane.
It appears
On
my...
my way.
Serpent swiftness.
Be right back.
See how I said this round and got the whirlwind behind me? I was trying to path where he was going to probably try and run to for safety. At the same time, it stopped some of the reinforcements coming through from a certain angle. I don't know why we're going down mid lane here. I guess we're looking for a kill. Don't be scared to throw tornadoes over the wall. When the Titan gets aggro like that, you're going to still be able to deal damage to it. You can see my position. I'm sitting on the back line here. I'm not going to go too aggressive forward like a fool. But I can channel them through that gap there. And if they walk through, they'll take 3 damage. I'm a little bit out of position here. But they're too busy dealing with my other gods in this game, so... Keep dropping tornadoes down. I should really go and buy. Yes, my rest of my team has gone to buy. Why don't I? Oh, let's look at their farm first. Always look for farm. So, a pretty simplistic game is Kukulkan. It wasn't the best one in the stretch. I apologise. I'd just woken up when I did this one, but you can see sort of the game style of a Kukulkan. You're looking to farm up, stay safe. Positioning is very, very important on the squishier mages, just like Kukulkan, and his damage burst is insane if you can hit it. You're generally looking for them to channel themselves through big spots. Don't be scared to use the ultimate from long distance, though. Like, you've seen me use it and actually miss when it's been at max distance, but if that connects, it can cause a lot of issues to the enemy team. Does a lot of damage as this game goes on. 800 base plus 750 off the magical power that I have in the game right now. And if you can do that across a big team, say for example we're coming through this little area here where my mouse is, you can see they channel through here as a team, well, you're going to have a great time of getting kills for yourself. And they're going to try and rush for the tower. Going to drop the tornado on the backside because they have to run through it. If they don't run through it, he'll die. Just going to put a ward around here. Oh no, there's a ward here already.
Okay.
No one
Drop that there.
sneaks from me. Storm strikes.
Bit of free damage. I'll take a little bit back in response to, but that's fine.
Middle lane.
Your team has
Don't know why we want to attack middle lane. We should be attacking left lane. There's no reason to go middle just yet.
on my way.
On my way.
Still looking for the creeps all the time. Keep the pressure on. Sit on the backside as much as you can, guys.
Tuck left lane.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy base.
Oh, I mistimed that badly. That was a shame. I thought he was going to drop a little bit earlier than he did.
Nothing's gonna stop him now. He's
Once again, support the team from the backside. He doesn't seem complex to play because he's not, but at the same time, positioning is so important. See, I'm dropping tornadoes on the backside here. Make sure I'm staying out of range of taking free poke damage. That was a teleport. It's a random teleport. Kiki, you in this game? And this should be pretty much the Kukulkan game in its entirety. I would say it wasn't the best performance of Kukulkan, but I went 4, 3, and 10. It's not the worst one either. Look to farm for the most part through the early game. When you get to mid game, you can deal a little bit more damage. You can see I went a little bit more aggressive on the Anubis when I realised I had all-in potential. You can poke gods out of lane though for the most part if you can land a whirlwind on them, but just make sure you don't take unnecessary damage for free. Your mana cost is very high, and if you try and poke for damage and you don't focus on the farm, you'll fall behind, and it'll cause you more issues in getting to that mid game and late game, but you're a lot stronger. Do 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 do.